Hey, this time of year, people are looking for all kind of new diets and how do they lose weight and how do they achieve their goals and all that kind of stuff. And one thing I want to go over is how do you know that you found good information? Because so many people hear things and learn things and they don't know if it's good, they don't know if it's bad. They just hear it from these random people. And I want to clear things up a little bit. Not to sell you on what I'm doing or anything like that, but this is for you. Something you can use the rest of your life. So here's the deal. The first step, when it comes to any new information, whether it's diet, exercise, something totally outside of that, go to the source. That's what really matters. So let's use the example of nutrition, because there's all kinds of nonsense that happens when it comes to nutrition. All kinds of myths that people say and believe. So what happens a lot of times is that Karen from work has lost a little bit of weight and she's excited. And she wants to tell you all about what she's doing and what book she's reading or blog she's reading or what trainer she follows or who she's listening to. Cool. She just gave you a bunch of information. Cool. But don't take her word for it. There's plenty of stuff that people get confused or they don't do right or they don't understand the why behind it. Go to the source. Buy the book she had. If you want to dive in, do that. Go to the website she talked about. Ask her where she's learning her information and go check it out there. That's how you check out if the information is actually legit. And then step number 2, which is an important thing that a lot of people skip, but it is essential to truly know that you're on the right path, is look at the opposite. Look for someone that disagrees with that philosophy and read into why that is. This is how I learned when it came to finance. I had 2 guys that I listened to their information, one through a podcast, one through a book, and they believed completely opposite from each other, but they had the same ultimate goal. And neither were particularly wrong. There's plenty of people that listen to and follow both of them. They both have great advice, but they completely disagree. They completely operate in different ways. So through looking at both of those, I was able to determine what works best for me. And I took most of what one of the guys said and still incorporated it a little bit from the other guy too, and was able to find what actually works best for me. It's the same thing. The information you learn, what you hear about, go check it out, go to the source, and then look for some kind of competing information. Someone that disagrees. You can just Google that and find something to that effect. Or look at some kind of alternative. For sticking with the nutrition diet, the nutrition example, look for an alternative diet. If you're looking at one diet, one standard of ideas, look at something slightly different and see the why behind each of those, why they work, why people do them, why they're effective, why they don't work, why some people fail in those diets. That is how you actually break down the information you receive, and you don't have to rely on Karen or Joe or Bob from the office, whoever it is, from your work, from your school, from your team. Because some of those people are giving you bad information. There's all kinds of people out there doing crazy diets, eating a potato a day, eating under 1,000 calories, doing crazy things that, yes, they may get results for a short time period, but it's not going to last. And most of the time, when people do things like that get short-term results, but it's not effective over the long term, they're going to gain that weight back and more. And that's what I don't want to see from all of you. I want to see you have success. So you don't have to follow me. You don't have to subscribe to all of my philosophies and why I do things and anything like that. But make sure you are getting good information, and that's what you're operating off, not just following what one person said. So check up on it. This is not an excuse to not take action and to say everything is bad. I want to make that clear. You still got to take action. You still got to decide on something that's going to get you better, get you to your goals, and go after that. So this is not excuse time. This is research time to make sure you're going to be on a path that's going to get you to where you want to go. Let's go!